Welcome everyone. This is our second episode of Community Masterclass, and I welcome you all. Begin with introductions. I am Khushbu Chauhan. I am Manager Customer Success at Wadhwani Foundation. I have Shruti Modi with us, who is from the program teams. And then we have Chetan with us, who is also a part of the community team. And obviously, nonetheless, last but not the least, we have Gagandeep with us, who is VP Ecosystem at Wadhwani Foundation. Will be taking us through the entire flow of the community platform and would be helping in answering all the questions that you might have in this sessions or yesterday's session. So if you have had any questions, please feel free to post it in the chat box and we'll pick it up towards the end of the session. So today we'll talk more about the different features that we have in the community platform. Yesterday was all about learning the basics, why the need of this platform, how can SMEs get benefited, and a small glimpse of what are the main features. But today we'll go deep dive into understanding those features and how to use them effectively for your business. So without further ado, I'll give it over to Gagandeep to take it over and help understand the complete navigation of our community platform.
So let me start with my screen share. Is everyone able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. So as we all know, this is the homepage of the community. We have a search box and followed by a box where you can create any new content that you want. You can attach images, create a poll, go live also if you're a host. And if one of you want to go live and create a live stream for the rest of the community, please, you can reach out to any of us, any of the hosts. We'll work out a plan with you, a calendar, and come up with an option of doing a live stream. But today's session is more around the different sections on the left, what each represents, how you can unlock it for what you want to do on the community, what do you want to do in terms of engaging with the rest of the members. So let me start with the Discovery tab on the left. The Home tab is quite simple. It's just an infinite scroll of all the content and discussions that are happening on the community or at any given time. Sometimes it's difficult to go back to, maybe 3 days ago and see what content was shared then. So that's why we have this Discovery tab on the left. So if I go there, you will find that the content and members are categorized in a structured manner, which makes it easier for you to look up the top content, the most engaging content, and also figure out which are the members which are near you, physical proximity wise, and also members that are probably posting the most, who are most active. And we also have a very cool feature. I'll talk about it in a few seconds, which is members who share your expertise. So if you are an SME advisor, who are the other SME advisor on the platform? If you are an investor, who are the other investors on the platform, and so on. So let me start with the top. So we have a welcome checklist. I hope all of you have looked at this, have gone through these articles, especially the Complete Your Profile and Community Rules and Guidelines articles. These are very important to at least go through once and understand, how to go about completing your profile so that other members on the platform, on the community, can see who you are, what do you do, and how they can possibly collaborate with you. Community rules and guidelines, we have tried to keep them as simple as possible to ensure that the community remains vibrant and safe, and has highly engaged members who can share their views and their content without any issues. On the left, there are certain tactical level checklist options. How do you introduce yourself? How do you adjust your notifications so that you don't miss out on anything new? How do you cheer? How do you add a comment? How do you start a chat with other members? So I welcome you to go through these ones and see if you have any questions about any of the features. If you are not able to do certain aspects of these, do let us know. We will come back to you with solutions. Below that, there is a section which is quite useful these days. In the post-pandemic world, we have people meeting in person. They have started to meet in person, collaborate in person. So this is a good way to see which are the members on the community which are near you. So for example, I'm based in Delhi. I see many of us over here who are active also. So I see Nirmalya, you also in Delhi. Yeah. Then I have Aman Singhal, who's in Delhi. Sudhanshu obviously is in Delhi. And then there are others who are active and are based in Delhi. So there might be more. I can click on see more and see a list. I can also go to that section and see what they are posting. So in this case, so I see all these people are all of them are based in Delhi. Many of them are active. Many of them are not active today. So those who are active will show a green button over here. This shows that they are online, they are active either on their mobile app or on the web app. So I can reach out to them and maybe, start a conversation in real time. Coming back to the discovery tab, the next section is very, very useful. These are upcoming events. So events are the center space of, the centerpiece of all the activity that happens on the community on any given day. We have over 20 events lined up in December and January. So I welcome you to go to the event section by clicking on see more, or you can also straight away go there by clicking on the events tab on the left and see all the events in a list view. So this is a nifty view if you want to see the details, the date in one go. You can also go to the mini calendar on the right and click on this expand button. It expands into a calendar view. So you see in November, there were a few events, and starting from December, we'll have more advisor-led events. And in December, we have a packed schedule, especially in the first and third weeks of December. And this continues in January as well. We have the calendar published till 10th of January. The more events will be published pretty soon. So again, I welcome you to go and check out all these events and see which ones you would like to be a part of. You can do that simply by going to any of these events and clicking on, let me select an event which I have not RSVP'd to. So for example, this one by Kedar Pandya. This is a masterclass on route to market excellence. So I can select going. I can also add it to my calendar by synchronizing it with my calendar. If there are any changes to the time or date, it will reflect, or I can simply add the calendar file directly to my Google Calendar or Outlook. So a simple way of looking at the events and RSVPing and adding it to your calendar so that you don't miss out on any of these. Going back into the discovery tab, the next section is actually the section that I use the most. This is the top post section. This tells me in a nutshell, which are the top community posts. These could be by advisors, this could be by the hosts, or these could be by the new members. This might be just an introductory article that someone sent out when they joined the community, which has got a lot of posts. Mostly we have seen the polls and questions see a lot of traction. So if you are new to the community and you want to really engage with the community and see how many people reach out to you directly, adding a new poll, adding a new question is probably one of the best ideas to go about it, to get the visibility out into the larger community. Below that is, there are two sections which are very, very useful. If you're one of the key purposes of you being on the community is engaging with members and engaging with experts. One is top members. Now, how is this list collated? This is automatically curated. These are the members who are contributing the most. So you'll find that most of the members over here are hosts. So hosts are very, very active. They are sharing content. They're talking to people on chats. They are sharing comments. They're sharing posts. They're adding events and so on. But you'll also find several advisors in the top members. So we will soon roll out certain activities and certain benefits or ways in which we can promote the members who are actively working on the platform. So we have certain ideas which we are going to implement in December, January timeframe. So it will be good to have you guys show up in the top member space. Below that is members in the same expertise. So this I mentioned earlier, briefly, these are the members who share your expertise. So in this case, I see I am an advisor, I am an SME advisor. I've put my expertise in my profile as SME advisor. So I see all the other advisors on this list. So if I am an SME member, for example, if I'm an SME business owner, like one of you, I would see other SME business owners. So you can also look at that in the expertise tab directly. So we have one capital provider, one large corporate. That space is going to be smaller, but it's going to increase from 1 to maybe low double digits, but not beyond that. We see that service provider and SME advisor, SME members will grow, in a very large way. We also see that many of the members, many of you have not added expertise, especially the SME business owners. You've not added your expertise. So I request you all to go to your profile by clicking on your picture on the right and going to your profile, clicking on edit, scrolling down and selecting an expertise. In this case, when you click on the expertise button, the box, these pre-selected expertise will pop up. Please choose one of them. If you identified as an SME business owner, please select SME member. In my case, I'm into the advisory roles along with being a host. So I've selected SME advisor as my expertise. So I request all of you to do that. The last section which I want to talk about today is actually second last. I want to talk about two sections. One is topics and the other is courses. So what are topics? Topics are essentially areas or categories of discussions where you have selected content and events which are tagged under that topic. For example, technology and digital management is a topic. I can choose to follow it. What it means is if any article which is published by a member or a host or an expert or an advisor, I'm following this. If they tag it with the technology and digital management when creating that article, I will get an alert saying that a new article has been published by XYZ member. Do you want to check it out? And if I want to also look at the content that has been previously shared by other members under this topic, I can click on this tile. I'll see who all are the members who are following this topic. What are all the content pieces that have been shared under this topic? So there are several content pieces, including some videos, questions, articles that have been added under this topic. So it'll be good to, this is a good way to find structured content rather than, you can always search for it. You can always scroll, but this is a useful way to figure out what are the content pieces which are tagged under a particular category. You can also find all the topics under the topics tab. So this is a good way of finding content, for example, under community support. So if you want to learn more about the community, useful articles that have been posted about the community, you can simply go here. This is where all the community related content has been added, including the events about community. Similarly, we have business discovery, diagnosis, case studies, content on business transformation, and so on. So this is a useful way to finding relevant content. Lastly, I want to talk about courses. So what are the courses? Courses section on the left is where all our learning and development material, whether it is recorded sessions, whether it is PowerPoints, presentations, PDFs about certain topic, which we believe can help you unlock certain challenges and find solutions to those challenges in your day-to-day business life. That's where we will host that. So we are working on building the courses section a little bit. It will be called resources pretty soon, where you can find different subcategories of those resources. One of them will remain courses, but there'll be other sections as well. So these are the top courses. Top courses mean these are the courses which have the largest number of members, which get a lot of clicks. Many people are going through those course material, and there is a lot of activity. So let's look at one of those courses. If I click on business discovery course, which is the most active course, I can this is where I can see the introduction and the lesson plan or table of contents. So I see there is there's a mention about Vadhwani Advantage program. So if you're not familiar with that, this is where you can learn about it. What is the need for business discovery? What's the business discovery tool, metrics, and case study for practice. So if I want to start, there's a clear-cut way for me to go lesson by lesson. Or if I don't want to do that, I straight away want to go into what are KPIs, why to measure, and things about the metrics. I can also straight away go into those. So this is a good way to go through the learning material. And there are a number of courses which you can explore under the courses tab. So if you go to courses, you'll find that there are courses which are available for you to start for free. And if, for example, Transform or Perish Masterclasses is a course that I've already joined. It says join at the top. Branding Marketing Foundation is a new course which I have not looked at. So let me click on start. It says join, view course. Sometimes you'll find that there are courses which are private. You will have to request access to that. So instead of a join button, it will say request access. So when you click on that, the host will or the instructor of that course will get an alert and they will welcome you. And there might be a turnaround time of a few minutes to a few hours. And then you'll get an alert that you have been granted access. And then you'll land on this page. If you click on get started, this is the about the masterclass, what it is all about. You can read that at your leisure, and then you get into the masterclass recording. And coming back to the network, we will also be adding certain paid courses early next year. These will be courses which would be added by our experts, our advisors, and you can choose to unlock those by paying a certain fee that will go directly to the advisor. The foundation will not take any kind of commission or margin from there. We are just enabling the advisors and experts to publish their courses here. Many of them will remain free, but there will be a few paid courses also that will help you solve tougher problems and might be longer in duration. So with that, we have come to the end of the navigation part of today's session. I now open it up to any questions that we might have from people on the call, people who might be viewing it, in the chat, and who might have sent questions previous to the call as well. So Khushbu, over to you.
Thanks, Gagandeep. I think there was one question asked by Sri Harsha, but I think we kind of already answered that. So his question was, I see a tab called Add Topic in the posting video. How should we utilize it?
So adding a new topic is something which is currently limited to hosts only. But if one of you would like to add a new topic, for example, if there is a topic on certain aspect of your business or something that you're interested in and you don't find it under the topics tab, you can reach out to one of the hosts and we would find out what exactly you want to add and come back with certain options, and we can help you add that. And then we can also promote it so that other members also know that this new topic has been added and they can also add content. But we would request you to start to at least have a few content pieces under that topic if you want us to create that topic in the topic section.
Thanks, Gagandeep. Another question is, can I invite my team members also to join the community? And
Absolutely. So reach out to us, reach out to one of the hosts, either Khushbu, myself, or any one of us on the call today. You can also look at the hosts by going to the members tab and filtering them by clicking on the hosts button. So all the hosts here can help you with that. I am one of the earliest hosts, so my name will come at the top always. So you can always reach out to me. You can directly write to me by going to the chat box and searching for my name, or you can also click on my name, my picture here, and there will be a chat button over here. Let me show it with Runa. So for example, in this case, you'll see a chat button. You can chat with Runa as well, or you can reach out to me or any of the other hosts as you choose.
I think
For a faster turnaround time, it will be better if you can find a host who is online at the same time. Otherwise, they might come online after a few minutes or hours, and they will look at your question then, and they'll have to action it at a later stage. So there'll be a turnaround time there. But if you find someone online, they will be able to help you right away.
I think there's another follow-up question to the same question, Gagandeep, and the follow-up question is, and can I invite our present client teams also to join?
You mean customers?
Yeah. Yes,
Sure, definitely. So do reach out to us, talk to us about what they would like to do on the community. If they are also, if your customers are also from the SME segment or from a larger corporate segment, it would be great to have them on the community. It's your community, so at any time you can invite others. I think there is a way for you to go to the invite tab and send the invite link. They'll have to fill up a form when you send this invite link. I believe in case they don't see a form, that's great, they can join straight away. But in case they see a form which asks them to enter their information, they can always enter that information and it'll come directly to us. We are currently going through a stringent check to see if they can add value to the community. So if they are a bona fide SME customer or a SME member or SME business owner, we onboard them, but we always can take a call. So you do reach out to us if you believe that there are client teams who would benefit, and from whose being on the community others can benefit. We can always add them to the community.
Perfect. I think next question is, as an SME advisors, can one create sub communities?
Yes. Yeah. Answer is yes. So if you want to create anything new, the answer is yes. All you have to do is reach out to one of the hosts and briefly tell us what is it that you would like us to add along with you. We'll ask certain questions, but it will not be a huge bureaucratic process. So that's something I can promise. We will open it up to anybody and everybody to create new, by that I mean any advisor on the community to create new sub-communities, courses, groups, others subsequently. But at this moment, because we have just started, we are kind of in an extended pilot. We want to make sure that only the right kind of content gets created. That's why we want to engage with the advisors or members who want to add new sub-communities or new groups or courses before creating that. So yes, the answer is yes. Please reach out to us. We'll help you create that.
Great. I think another question is from Chetan. So can members host paid events also?
Yes, absolutely. The payment gateway will be off the platform. You'll have to work with either Razorpay or PayUmoney or one of these fintech firms, but you can always create paid events.
Got it.
And along with us. So if you do reach out to us, we'll help you create that, and we'll also promote it within the community. But payment gateway and the other related processes, the member will themselves have to manage.
Great. I think we have last two questions from Shiharsha. So his questions are, number one, are there discussion forums on the community app? And second question is, can we also make a group chat on the community?
Absolutely. So the first question I think is very useful. So we have any posts that you add to the community can become a discussion forum. For example, we have these event posts which have been added by Pratishtha and Kedar. This is where the discussion can happen. So I can add a comment, there could be a reply to that comment, and then so on. So this could be a discussion in itself. Or what most of the members, what they do is they go to a topic and they start a new conversation from that topic. So for example, if I have a discussion in mind about customer success or client success, I go to the topic and I start a question or I start an article over here or quick post over here, and then the conversation can start from there. So topics are our way of creating these discussion forums, but you can always start a discussion without a topic. So if you see that there is, the topic that you have in mind for which you want to have a discussion is not in this list, you're always welcome to go to your home tab, share what's on your mind, don't add a topic, and post. And the other members will see that, and they can get into a discussion with you right away. And if we find, being the community host, we find that there are so many discussions happening without a topic, and without a particular topic, we can always add that topic and tag all these conversations out there, so that in the future, when new members join, or when you are trying to discover old discussions on that particular topic, you'll have an easier way to discover that by going into the topics and finding that category in this list. And the second question, group chat, it's very straightforward. Going to the chat button over here next to the notification bell, you go here, you click on the plus button, you can select up to 8 people, including you will be 9 people that you can have a group chat with. So you can select those you want to select. You can always search for additional people. Let's say I want to search for Sanjay. I can add him like this, and I can start a new chat. So when I send a message to all these members, these messages will be easily accessible from this tab. So it's as easy as creating a one-to-one chat. You can just check other people and create a group chat. You can also create an event for those people. So you can quickly create a private event if you have that access. You can create an event, and if you want to create an event but you cannot because you're a new member, do reach out to one of us, one of the hosts. I suggest myself, Khushbu, Chetan, or Sudhanshu. One of us will be able to help you create a new event.
I think, yes, we have kind of answered all the questions that were asked in the chat, and I think we're right on time. So on the parting note, once again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining this session.